Here's all you need to know in weekly Newsbits. 17 Davao public buildings unsafe for occupancy. Quakes damaged 440 classrooms in Davao Region.
Sara apologizes, vows more green spaces. Davao City donates 4.2 million pesos to quake affected areas.
Time to know the top stories of the week. I am Mace Perez.
And I am Jenny Arado. Welcome to Samsar Davao's
Weekly Newsbits. A total of 17 out of 97 inspected government buildings in Davao City were declared unsafe for occupancy. For the details, Rob Gumba.
Davao City Councilor and Committee Chair on Public Works and Highways Edgar Ibuyan Jr. bared the list of public establishments that are considered unsafe for occupancy based on the recent inspection. These are the Davao City Overland Transport Terminal, City Social Services and Development Office, Toril Public Market, Santa Ana National High School, Dalagdag National High School, Philippine Coconut Authority, Barangay Hall of Barangay Mudyang, Mudyang National High School, Mudyang Elementary School, Duterte National High School, Doña Soledad Dolor Elementary School, Talomo National High School, 62 Babao Elementary School, Armed Forces of the Philippines Learning Center in Panacan, Daniel R. Aguinaldo National High School, Manuel M. Garcia Elementary School, and Agdao Elementary School. Ibuyan said cracks and other manifestations of damage were found in these establishments and some were recommended for immediate repairs. Other establishments were also recommended for demolition or retrofitting, such as the Toril Public Market. He said they have advised administrators of school not to use those buildings that sustained cracks.
These are all public schools, government, city, and national offices, in which the administrator of each building must inform the interviewer that in the case of the schools, the school administrators will report the
He added that Santa Ana National High School Grade 9 building is unsafe for occupancy as it is leaning to the Grade 12 building. Rob Gumba, Weekly Newsbits.
Department of Education said a total of 440 classrooms in Davao Region were damaged following the series of strong tremors. For the details, here's Cristina Alivio.
DepEd Davao Regional Office spokesperson Hinilito Atilio said most of the damaged classrooms are in Davao del Sur, which is near the epicenter. However, the Education Department has yet to classify data on severely damaged classrooms. DepEd, together with the local government units, issued a class suspension in all levels until November 4, Monday, to give the school administrators, the city engineer's office, and private structural engineers ample time to inspect and assess damage brought by the recent earthquakes. Atilio also said DepEd Regional Director Evelyn Fitalvero ordered all school officials to ensure the structural integrity of all school buildings before declaring resumption of classes. The DepEd Central Office, along with city and municipal engineers, already assisted in the assessment of school structures to fast-track the inspection and to give immediate recommendation if damage was observed. He added that almost all schools with damaged classrooms were able to resume their classes Tuesday, November 5, employing makeshift classrooms. But Education Secretary Leonor Briones directed to prioritize the construction of damaged classrooms to a new location to ensure the safety of the students and the teachers. Aside from putting up temporary classrooms, the official said school officials can impose make-up classes. However, this will only be used as last option. Cristina Alivio, Weekly Newsbits.
Davao City Mayor Sara Carpio apologizes to Davaoenos and takes responsibility over the cutting of trees in Clifford Park, Rojas Avenue, Davao City. For the details, Juliet Rivita.
Davao City Mayor Sara Carpio has issued a public apology for the cutting of trees in Clifford Park, Davao City, saying that this was to give way for the rehabilitation of the park. The city mayor admitted that she has approved the design for the rehabilitation of the park. However, it was not her intention to also have the trees at the park cut down. She said the city government of Davao intended to rehabilitate Clifford Park to accommodate more people and enhance its tourism and recreational values. Duterte Carpio vowed to carry out more green initiatives to help in environment conservation. EDI's Executive Director Chinky Pelenio Golye commended the mayor for taking responsibility for the felled trees. But she expects that the mayor will identify and give sanction to whoever ordered or administered the actual cutting of trees. Davao City Councilor Justado Mahipos Jr., who heads the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources, said the committee hearing will entertain all parties involved and how the city could ensure the regulation of cutting of trees, especially those that are considered as heritage trees.
We will conduct the necessary committee hearing because we have to observe due process and we want to hear the side of all the affected individuals, especially those who caused the cutting of the trees.
Late in October this year, netizens raised concern over the cutting of old tall trees in Clifford Park, which comprises Millennium Park along with the Freedom Park Island. Juliet Rivita, Weekly Newsbits.
There's outpouring donations in cash and kind from the private and public individuals and groups for the Mindanao quake victims. Davao City, for instance, earmarked 4.2 million peso financial assistance for the victims. Rona Villariasa for the story.
The city government of Davao donated a total of 4.2 million financial assistance to the 2 provinces, 2 cities, and 4 municipalities affected by the recent earthquakes. The provinces of Davao del Sur and Cotabato will be given 1 million each. The cities of Digos and Kidapawan will receive 500,000 pesos each, while the municipalities of Matalam, Mlang, Magpet, and Hagunoy will receive 300,000 pesos each. The Davao City Council approved on November 5 the resolution to release the financial assistance which was sourced from the Quick Response Fund of the city's Calamity Fund.
As of now is unanimously approved by the honorable councils, the request of the CDRRMC for the release of the financial assistance for those municipalities mentioned.
Meanwhile, Davao City's Oplantabang delivered as of November 8 some 6,000 food packs that were distributed to the evacuation sites in 7 villages of Magsaysay and Bansalan, Davao del Sur. Task Force Davao Commander Colonel Consolito Yecla said that Davao City Oplantabang is composed of the City Mayor's Office, Davao City Social Services and Development Office, City Information Office, City Engineer's Office, Public Safety and Security Command Center, Philippine National Police, Minute Burger, civilian volunteers and their unit. Oplantabang gathered 6,000 food packs, 400 boxes of water, 50 rolls of tarpaulin, 8 sacks of clothes, 9 sacks of blankets, 3 sacks of mats, and 6 boxes of medicines. Rona Villariasa, Weekly Newsbits.
And those are some of the top stories of the week. We will be right back after this short break. Stay tuned.
You're still watching Weekly Newsbits. A series of strong tremors rocked Mindanao in October, and many were asking what triggered these earthquakes. To answer these and more, we have on the line Professor Mahar Lagmay of UP National Institute of Geological Sciences and head of Project NOAA. Good day, sir. Professor, this has been a subject of discussions among Mindanaoans. Is it possible that these series of strong earthquakes or tremors are foreshocks of the so-called the big one?
Sa tingin po, nagdi-discussion mga mga geologists, no? Bakit ba merong magnitude 6.3, 6.6, 6.5, no? Baka po maraming faults na magkakadikit na gumagalaw din, no, na natatransfer, no? So baka hindi lang isang fault ang pinag-uusapan natin, pero kailangan pong mapag-aralan po yan. Ngayon po ay masyadong maaga pa para check na malaman natin kung ano ang nangyayari, no? Pero kung ang naganap po noong October 29 na magnitude 6.6 ay yung pinakamalaki na, yun yung main shock, asahan din po natin na meron marami pang mga aftershocks. Pero kung wala nang mas maliit pa ang i-expect na aftershocks. Doon, no? 5, magnitude 4. Noong earthquake noong 2013 doon sa North Bohol Fault, no? Sa Bohol. Daan-daan. Ibo, yung mga naitalang mga earthquakes dyan. Malalaki din yung iba. Magnitude 5, pero magnitude 7.2 na main shock. Pero ito po ay tumagal ng mga ilang buwan. Yung nagkaroon po ng earthquake sa Zambales, nitong 8, maraming ang naganap. Aftershocks, no? Pagkatapos ng magnitude 6 plus na lindol dito sa Zambales. Noong sa Batangas po, na nagkaroon ng mga magnitude 6 plus na mga earthquakes, dalawa po ang magnitude 6 plus na earthquakes na naganap sa Batangas. Pareho rin po nung cluster ng katakot-takot ng mga earthquakes na main shock at saka maliliit na Angas. So dito po, sa pangyayari dyan sa Mindanao ngayong October, towards the end of October, inaasahan po natin yung mga maraming paglindol talaga, no? I'm sure yung mga tao dyan, kapag nagkakaroon ng mga paglindol, nakakadinig pa sila ng pagputok, no? Parang kapag gumagalaw po kasi at nagkakaroon ng earthquake, may kasabay itong pagputok. Gaya po nung nangyari po sa Bohol na habang nagkakaroon ng earthquake ay sinatabayan ito ng pagputok. Kasi po nagre-release energy several meters below, no? At I think in the case of Davao, medyo shallow yung mga earthquake. Ang pinagmumulan niyan ay parang mga 7 kilometers below the ground, no? Ayun po, yung tanong niyo po kung masusundan pa yung main shock ng mas malaki pa, hindi po natin pwedeng i-discount yun. It's possible, but unlikely, no? Pero hindi po natin pwedeng i-discount, no? Pero kung ang nangyari po ay yung main shock yung October timeline, no? Ang aasahan na po natin ng mga aftershocks ay mas maliit doon sa pinakalaki na naganap.
All right, Professor. Since earthquakes are still unpredictable, what do you think are the key pieces of legislation that we need to implement in order to mitigate the impacts of earthquakes?
Nagkaroon po tayo ng RA 10121 o yung ating tinatawag na Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Law. Pero po, 5 years after, noong 2015, kasi 2010 po na pirmahan po yan, naging batas yung RA 10121. Base po sa mga pinagsasabihin ng lahat ng mga stakeholders doon sa tinatawag na sunset review ng RA 10121, naiungkahi na dapat magkaroon ng isang departamento para maipagsama-sama lahat ng mga ahensya na concerned doon sa 4 na elemento na sinasabi ko na sa people-centered early warning system. Kailangan magandang risk knowledge, kailangan magandang monitoring sa pamamagitan ng mga instrumento, kailangan magandang information dissemination, at kailangan din na maganda ang aksyon at kapabilidad ng mga tao sa komunidad. Para po mangyari lahat yan, meron pong magandang dapat na programa at maisaloob ito sa isang departamento na one command only, no? Parang meron pong responsable kung sakasakaling hindi mangyari ng maganda yung people-centered early warning system. Kasi kailangan na ibababa ito sa komunidad. At kapag wala pong responsable at wala pong mananagot dyan, na gagawin ng bawat munisipyo yan na 1,634 cities and municipalities, ay masisira po yung programa na yan. Meron pong dapat na isang sole command, no? May one command with accountability and responsibility na lahat ng may kinalaman sa ganyang programa ng mga ahensya ay maipagsama-sama para ma-execute yan sa buong Pilipinas. No? Kasi hindi naman po warning lang ang kailangan natin. Kailangan natin ay people-centered early warning system. Gayon po ay pinag-uusapan sa Kamara at sa Senado yung tinatawag nating Department of Disaster Resilience. No? At yung version po, nung pinag-aralan ko po ng mabuti ito, no? Nakita ko po na yung version ni Joey Salceda ang pinakamaganda, no? Bakit po? Kasi ina-address niya yung people-centered early warning system. Kung ay pabor dun sa pagpasa ng Department of Disaster Resilience Bill na sinusulong, no, na 3 beses nang sinabi ng ating Pangulong Duterte na gawin na, no? At last 2018, nung 17th Congress, naipasa lang po ito sa Kongreso pero hindi lang po natuloy, no? Sana po ngayong 18th Congress ay matuloy na yan. Sana mapagsama-sama lahat ng mga magagandang provision na sinabi ko dito sa interview ito, at kung sakasakaling mangyari po yun, ay ako po sa lahat din sa mga gustong may mangyari niyan, isa po ako sa mga mangungunang matutuwa sa programa ng ating bansa patungkol sa disaster risk reduction at resilience.
All right, thank you so much for your time, Professor Mahar Lagmay of UP National Institute of Geological Sciences and Head of Project NOAA.
Thank you very much po.
In business news, the Department of Trade and Industry has released the suggested retail prices of Noche Buena items as of October 31. For the details, here's Rob Gumba.
As the list of SRP on Noche Buena items is released, DTI reminded businesses to observe and follow the list strictly. The agency also advised the consumers to examine the expiry date and price tags of the products prior to purchase, and ensure that the item or shelf prices at the cashier are the same. Here's the list of SRP on Noche Buena items. Meanwhile, DTI has declared price freeze in areas under state of calamity such as the Digo City, towns of Bansalan, Magsaysay, Matanao, Hagonoy, and Malalag in Davao del Sur, and the towns of Makilala in North Cotabato. The prevailing prices of basic necessities based on DTI monitoring prior to the declaration of the state of calamity must be followed. Among the basic necessities include rice, corn, cooking oil, marine products, and plain coffees, among others. Rob Gumba, Weekly Newsbits.
Amid the freezing cold at 4 degrees Celsius, 2019 SEA Games-bound Mary Pauline Fornea clinched the female division gold medal at the 31st Annual Prospect Park Duathlon 2019 held at Brooklyn, New York over the weekend. Marian Saberon Abalayan for the details.
Southeast Asian Games-bound Mary Pauline Fornea was freezing in her first race in Brooklyn with 4 degrees Celsius temperature. But this did not stop her from winning the gold medal. She checked in at 1 hour and 9.6 seconds in the 3.4-kilometer run, 16.1K bike, 3.4K run event. The Davaoeña raced past Esther Maslaton of Lakewood, New Jersey, and Liz Mulligan Ferry of Brooklyn, New York, who finished second and third respectively. She also landed 10th overall among 133 duathletes who competed. However, she said it would be a challenge for her to shift from standard distance duathlon to super sprint distance, which she will be doing in her first ever SEA Games on December 5 in Subic. Fornia is set to arrive in the country on November 27. Marian Saberon Abalayan, Weekly Newsbits.
Let's take another look of this week's top stories.
17 Davao public buildings unsafe for occupancy. Quakes damaged 440 classrooms in Davao Region.
Sara apologizes, vows more green spaces. Davao City donates 4.2 million pesos to quake-affected areas. To check more stories, visit our website www.sunstar.com.ph/Davao. Subscribe on our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
You can also grab a copy of Sunstar Davao at Davao Central Convenience Stores, 7-Eleven stores, and nearest news outlets. That's all you need to know for this week. Have a great weekend.